And it's a big morning for Hollywood because the Oscar nominations are out. We now know who will be up for the gold. Box office hit Sinners is now a record breaker with 16 nominations. That film's widely expected to be neck and neck with One Battle After another hit movie. ABC's Will Ganss and Chief Awards Editor at Variety, Clayton Davis, are here to break it all down for us. Hi to you both. So, Will, Sinners was a box office hit, but this seems to be the big headline here. How surprising is it that they now have come in with a record-breaking 16 nominations, the most ever?
The most ever, and it is so exciting. There was certainly momentum headed into the nominations announcement this morning. You know, it is an original IP. It's not based on anything. So in some ways, that is like the big, oh my goodness, you know, it's original, it's fresh, and it's got a lot of momentum behind it. But 16 nominations is really remarkable. You know, one of the new awards, for the first time in 25 years, we have a brand new category, Best Casting, and Sinners picked up a nomination there. And then you've got some surprise acting nominations for Sinners as well. Delroy Lindo picked up a nomination in the supporting actor category, which is a little bit of a surprise moment this morning. So we knew that it would do well, but nobody knew it would do this well.
Yeah. Right? Clayton, you say this year's Best Picture race could be unpredictable, like Moonlight and La La Land in 2017. Why do you say that, and what are you looking for leading up to the Oscars?
So when it comes to these two movies, and you know, both Warner Brothers, by the way, so I think it's going to be a very interesting conversation for them to have internally as they continue to push both. But you have Sinners that has really broken into the cultural zeitgeist. It's been there since it opened last April, and it's a real great reflection of representation. Ryan Coogler is so overdue for recognition. But then you have Paul Thomas Anderson, who is also overdue for recognition. He got 3 more nominations today. He's up to now 14 nominations in his career. Both have a narrative. Both could, in theory, win screenplay Oscars on the day. But this really comes to what movie do you want to reward? And the La La Land Moonlight comparisons has been kind of bugging me the last few weeks. And I really think Sinners has what it takes to maybe take this in the end. I think it is a cultural moment. I think it will put the Academy on the map in a big way. And I think it's not so clear-cut for One Battle the way many of us assumed early on in the season.
Clayton, when we chatted about the Golden Globes, you said this year's Best Actor race is up for grabs. So what do you think now that we know the nominees? Any early prediction?
So I think it's safe to say this is Timothée Chalamet's to lose at the moment, but also keep in mind he is 30 years old. He would be the second youngest winner ever in the Best Lead Actor category. They usually make you wait, and they like to make you wait. They made Leo wait till he was 40 and climbed into a dead carcass. So I'm looking at Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. It's a biopic. He's been nominated 4 times. He's never won. He's beloved in this industry, worked with everyone. Watch out for Ethan Hawke. But listen, I think also maybe watch out for Michael B. Jordan. 16 nominations is nothing to scoff at. And are we saying that this movie's not walking out with an acting win? So I'm looking at Michael B. Jordan. I'm also looking at Wumi Masako to maybe do that. But Best Actress, I think, also undoubtedly looks like Jessie Buckley's to lose. Hamnet had a pretty good day despite a couple misses. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting race this season.
You still got me thinking about Leo and the carcass. Well, what are you looking for in the Best Actress category?
Okay, on the other end of the dead carcass spectrum, we have Kate Hudson nominated for Song Sung Blue. And this was sort of a surprise announcement this morning, right? But Kate Hudson is so likable in this movie. And so I think that's how she got into this race. You know, she hasn't been nominated in over a quarter of a century as well. So it's thrilling to see her back. She's singing in the movie. She is just does such a fabulous job. And like I said, she's so likable. But I do agree. I do think this is Jessie Buckley's race to lose. She is the heart and soul of Hamnet. But Rose Byrne is my favorite performance in any movie in this entire year.
Wow.
So Rose Byrne, yeah, for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is really just such a powerhouse. And she's also so beloved because she's given us 2 of the best comedic performances of, you know, the 21st century, Bridesmaids and Spy. So, you know, there's a lot of momentum there too. And plus, I just need to know what happened with the bearded dragon that her husband went to pick up. That's why he wasn't at the Golden Globes when she accepted her award. She said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that Bobby Cannavale can't be here. He's getting a bearded dragon for the family."
Important business, clearly. Clayton, what about supporting actor and actress categories? Any big snubs or surprises there?
Ariana Grande, she missed out for Wicked. Listen, Wicked for Good got a complete shutout, which was a shock to many people. But with Ariana out now, this gets a little interesting because Amy Madigan, who won the Critics' Choice Award, is the sole nominee for her movie. Will just mentioned Rose Byrne Best Actress. She's also the sole nominee for her movie. This year, there's a new rule, and actually, it is a rule. You have to watch all the nominees in the category before it will open up to you on your Academy portal. So any movie you don't watch, you can't vote in the category. So this actually may make an interesting dynamic down the road.
That is some good tea, Clayton Davis. That is very, very interesting and does not bode well, I guess, for Amy or for Rose. So that's really, really interesting.
All right. Will Ganss, chief editor at Variety, Clayton Davis, thank you both.